4 times a week: Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, because I want you to. Will you subscribe? Because I would like it. And I hope you would like it too. And if you have subscribed, thank you so much. In this video, I'm doing another Wig 101 video in the Wig 101 series. And this one is on 10 tips for wig maintenance. So the first tip to maintain your synthetic wig is to trim it. So a lot of times I like to get wigs like this that have this sort of like flowy with the layers already put in. And I have a few videos where I'm cutting the wig. The thing is like, if you see, here's one layer and then there's a longer layer. Once it starts getting a little ratty at the bottom, what you can do is just line it up with this layer that's already cut, and then just cut it, trim it up to that. And it's so easy to do. Mostly when your wig is gonna start getting ratty, it's gonna start getting ratty towards the bottom. So trimming it up can definitely increase the longevity of the wig. Number 2, dry shampoo. Dry shampoo, I use this Batiste, that's my favorite. But dry shampoo is very good in terms of like if the wig is shiny or what have you. But I also use dry shampoo as a wig maintenance. So like after I'm done wearing it, I comb it out. I actually put dry shampoo all over the wig and in the wig cap because I feel like it keeps it from smelling weird. And I do feel like it puts like a layer of protection on it. So dry shampoo is something that you definitely need if you're going to be wearing wigs in general, but especially synthetic wigs. Number 3 is comb and detangle your wig from the bottom up. It can be like where you would just want to like brush it down like you would your normal hair, but you cannot do that. You want to comb it from the bottom, get those tangles up, out, and then work your way up. That will help you from creating more and more tangles, and then also from breaking off too many of the synthetic fibers. And so that's really how you should comb your wig. Number 4, I feel like if you have a wig that is curly, you should retrain the curl pattern. The nice thing about wearing synthetic wigs is the fact that you don't have to continually style them, but they can get like a little bit ratty. I'm putting them away. Like I will do this where I'm going to comb this, but then I'm going to really roll it around this brush and see, look how pretty that is. Put the curl pattern back in before I put it away or before I wear it the next time. So like right here, I'm gonna, make sure I get all the snags out, but then I am going to retrain. I'm gonna retrain this curl pattern like that. And then, yeah, it just looks a lot nicer when you do that. And I do feel like when you retrain the curl pattern to where the synthetic fibers want to be, it does keep the longevity and at least the maintenance and the overall look of it nice. Number 5, don't sleep in them. I know some people do sleep in their synthetic wigs, and I'm not saying you can't, but if you want it to maintain and you want to use it for a long time, don't do that. I have 2 wigs that I've slept in the past because I was doing a sleepover with a boy and I didn't want to take my wig off in front of him. And it was Sensational's Shayna and Janet Collection's Nunu. They both made it through, but I wouldn't have done it. I think that I'm gonna have to replace them a lot sooner because I slept in them. Not only because like you're messing with the fibers are rubbing and breaking and it's gonna get like tangly, but also like you're sleeping in it, it's hot, you're sweating, and then it like smells, so you can't avoid sleeping in them. Next is when you wash them, you wanna wash them downward. So I'm gonna use this one as an example. I actually, when I wash my wigs, I have a plastic bowl that I got like for $2 from Walmart. I put a little bit of the Downy fabric softener, a little bit of a Tide Free. I fill it up with water, and then I actually dunk the wig in, and I hold it from the wig cap, and I really dunk it in like this, and then I just sit it in there to soak. When I'm done, like when it's rinsed out, when I'm trying to get the water out, I always make sure you grab it from the top and pull down on the fibers to get the water out. You don't want to like do like this. Like if you have natural curly hair, they always tell you to scrunch it. You don't want to do that. You want to go with the same pattern and flow as the fiber. So you grab this, pull the water down, grab this, pull the water down. And then I actually just get like a clothes drying rack, lay this on top and put it out in my yard. That's what I normally do. You can also get a what's called wig spray. It's like a spray that you put on a wig that sort of like protects the fibers and increases the longevity. I've never used a wig spray. I know people who have and really like them. So if you have used a wig spray, could you put down below maybe some that you would suggest? I don't wear my units a lot or consistently because I have so many. So I don't see the need for a wig spray, but I do feel like if I was wearing this unit every day for like a week, 2, 3 weeks, I think a wig spray would be helpful. I also do use like a silicone based spray sometimes if I need to get out tangles. So any of your like It's a 10 sprays or any of the detangling sprays that are silicone based, you can use those to spray when you're detangling and then again start from the bottom and go up. I know some people use them to prolong the wigs, and maybe that is like the same thing as a wig spray. You can also, when you store your wigs, you can put like a dryer sheet in the cap, or if you want to be a little bit more organic, because I know some people don't like the chemicals in a dryer sheet, you can just use like an old rag or cut up t-shirt with some essential oils, put it up in the cap when you put it in the bag or in your container, however you're storing it, and that will keep sort of that freshness and smelling good, because wigs are fibers. They, you know, it's just like with your couch, you spray it up with that, you know, I have a teen, so I'm always spraying everything with that fabric spray because it always smells. Everything smells weird. And this is the same thing. You want to do something to keep foreign odors from sitting in the wig. And last but not least, number 10, I feel like avoiding blow drying and limiting the heat styling in general. If I'm going to heat style a wig, I do it once and then that's what I do. And there's just so many wigs that if you don't have to heat style, if you like straight wigs, then just buy a straight wig, because this is how the fibers are made. This is where they're going. So in order to change it, you're putting heat on it to essentially melt the fibers and then reshape them. That does compromise the strength of the fibers. So if you can avoid blow drying or heat in general, I say definitely do that. When you see me doing my wigs and I'm setting down this part or like trying to get rid of humpiness, what I'm essentially doing is melting these fibers down to where I want them to be. It would compromise this section if I continually do it. Well, once you do it though, because it's synthetic, it'll stay. But if you're trying to actually change like the pattern, this is already going in that direction, so it's not as bad. But if I'm like, oh, all of a sudden I want this to be spiral curls, I do have videos on how you can curl a wig. Just know the more heat you put on it, the less time you're going to be able to utilize that wig. And there you go. That's my 10 tips for wig maintenance. If you have some wig maintenance tips that I didn't mention, please put that down below so that other people can know them too. If there's any other wig 101 type topic you would like me to have a video on, put that down below as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.